Welcome to this digital learning lab all about creating your own student planner with Glide. I'm Amanda Campbell, and with me I have Ryan Davis. So I'm going to try to make this easy to follow, and Ryan's going to help to make sure that it actually makes sense. So before we dive in, just a quick reminder, any of the links I talk about are going to be in the description below this video in YouTube. So remember, you can pause this at any point, go to those links, come back to the video. So let's go ahead and dive in.
It's so pretty.
Isn't it pretty? So this is an example of the final app that we're going to make. And it's real easy to do, but basically it's for keeping track of all of your assignments, any goals you have for yourself, to make sure that you're really organized in the next year. So in this example, I have English first period, Algebra 2 second period, and it goes through as many class periods as you have. And for each one of these, you can keep track of your teacher, your link in Schoology that you can set once the new school year begins, and then also any assignments that you have coming up. So here I have a sample English assignment, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to add a new assignment. So Ryan, what would be a good English assignment to add?
Well, how about a practice resume or a cover letter?
Ooh, okay, I'm going to do a practice resume cover letter.
Yes.
All right, and then I'm going to choose a due date that would actually be sometime in the next school year. So I'm going to do September 9th. And I'm going to say that it's due at 8:05 because that's when my class is. I'm going to click OK, and some notes to myself. Make sure to follow proper format. And then if you want to take a picture of your notes, if you have this installed on your phone or tablet, you can use the camera that's built in. If you're using this on your district Chromebook and you've taken a picture and saved it, you can come in here and browse, choose the picture. I mean, obviously this isn't it, but choose the picture that would have your notes, upload it, and then when you click submit, it'll add that as another assignment for this course.
So why, in that, like when you were adding it, I saw completed with a question mark. What's that?
Yes. So if we go to the second tab where it says upcoming, this will show you all of your upcoming work. And it's broken down into 4 different sections. So you've got what's overdue. So the due date has already passed. What's due soon, meaning in the next week. What's upcoming, which is more than a week away, and what's completed. So let's say that we came in here and we did all of our work. We turned in that resume cover letter. Now I can just click the box next to completed and go back. And now it'll drop down into completed, which will be at the bottom. So you know it's been taken care of.
I like that. There's no better feeling than like, check, done.
I know. And it's done. It's off my plate. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
And it moved it for you. Like you don't have to like, yes, I completed it. Now I have to drag it over here and be like, yep, it's in the completed bucket. It did it for you.
It happened automagically.
Yes. I'm liking this app.
Isn't it fun? Because if you come back to your schedule, you'll notice it does the same thing for each content area. Ooh. Also,
so super organized.
Oh, it's super organized. Yes, that's me.
I like it.
Isn't it great? So also notice that for English, I chose a book. Every assignment that relates to English is going to have the book associated to make it easy for you to know which content area it is. So if I come back and let's add a history assignment. No, I'm going to go with chemistry. All right. So if we come into chemistry, I'm going to add an assignment here, and an assignment could be as simple as return signed safety contract. Okay, and again, I'm going to choose a due date. And let's go with September 14th. Notes, don't really need them. This is just real straightforward. You have to get it signed and returned. So you can see here, I've got one assignment under chemistry. If I go to upcoming, you can see that both of those are showing up, both the English and the chemistry assignment.
That speaks to my like bullet journaling heart. to have icons and have it so easy to recognize, oh, that's chemistry.
Right, right. Makes it real easy for you to keep track of everything. And these two tabs automatically update each other. So like you were saying, you update it in one, it automatically pulls through to the other. All right, so this next tab is goals. And I'm a big fan of goal setting and making sure I'm on track to get things done when I want them. So as an example, I've put one goal in here to turn in all assignments on time in English, set it for, I think, the end of the first grading period, and then decided a reward to myself. If I do this, I'm going to get myself Bahama Bucks. You know, it's fun. It's yummy. And then down at the bottom, I can check off whether it's been achieved, or I can add progress notes. So as you go through the grading period, notice this pencil in the upper right. We can come in and we can add notes on progress. That maybe, you know, ooh, came close to missing due date on cover letter. Maybe I should set my own due dates 2 days earlier. And then I'm going to click done, and that'll be notes to myself. And then if I've achieved it, I can just click the box. And then when you go back, you're going to notice our progress went to 100% because we achieved all of our goals. But you never really want to be at 100% because then you're never working towards anything. So you can just click add goal and add another goal in here.
I like this.
Isn't it nice?
Maybe we can do Chromebook cookies next time.
Yes.
Those are so yummy too.
Yes. You can choose whatever reward to yourself you can actually do. I mean, I could put trip to Tahiti, but that's not actually going to happen. I know. And then this last tab is a to-do list. And this is just simple things that you need to get done. Works very similarly. So I'm going to add a task to do. What would be a good to-do list item?
For school?
Sure, or for whatever.
Yard work.
Yard work.
Chores. We all have weekly chores, right?
Absolutely. In my house, I always did. So I'm going to say yard work needs to happen by August 27th. 8:11 a.m. is a little ambitious. I'm going to give myself till 1 o'clock p.m. I gave myself to 1:59. There we go. Just click OK and notes. I need to trim shrubs and mow the yard. And then click submit. So you'll notice I've got yard work and that sample to do item. Once I've completed the yard work, I can just click the check and it'll go from to do to done. Yes, yes. And there it is. Now, one of the nice things, if you accidentally check it off and you've not actually completed it, you can just uncheck that box and it'll move back. So you can't really mess it up that badly.
Well, that's good.
Isn't it though?
There's a lot of magic happening in this app.
Yes, there is. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to show you in a minute how you can make a copy of this app and just edit the things you need to, but it'll have all of this functionality already built in. Ooh. So the first thing you would need to do is make sure that you have an account created in Glide. So I'm going to switch over to a video that shows you how you can do this. I can't really show you live because I've already got an account set up. So here we go.
Our first step is for you to set up an account in Glide. So go to the website, click sign up, and then on this screen, we're going to choose to sign up with Google. And the Glide app has gone through the CFISD cybersecurity screening, so it is safe for teachers and students to use. So here we're going to click sign up with Google, and then make sure to choose your CFISD credentials. And then on the next screen, we're going to click the blue allow button. That's it. You've now created your account in Glide, so you can make your own copy of the student planner and we can get started customizing it.
So full disclosure, the link down in the description, the one that is bit.ly/Glide apps login, that is actually linked to my account in Glide. And when you create an account through that link, it's going to give me some more space. But I use the account to create apps for our school district. So you're really just giving our school district the ability to make even bigger and better apps. So I know it's win-win for everyone. Okay, so first step, make sure you create an account. And then we've got another video that'll show you how to make a copy of this template app.
One of the great things about having a template student planner is that you can directly copy this and have a lot of the settings already the way that you'll need them to interact. So when you go to the URL that's posted below the video, the first thing you're going to do is click on Copy This App. And then as you can see, the Glide program is going through and it's going to make a copy of both the app and the spreadsheet so that you have your own that you can customize. So here's your own app that you can customize. And then up at the top, if you click on the spreadsheet, it'll take you into the data editor, which will then allow you to link out to the actual spreadsheet.
So all of this is built in a spreadsheet.
All of this is built from a spreadsheet. The whole idea of Glide is that you can take a spreadsheet and build an app in 5 minutes or less. It's part of what's called a no coding movement. That you just need to know how to set it up in there, but I don't have to know the code that's happening behind the scenes. It's just like a really pretty facing an interface for a spreadsheet.
I like that, but that's like mind-blowing.
Isn't it though? Well, but the good thing about the template, I've taken care of a lot of the stuff behind the scenes so that it's even simpler what you need to adjust to make this fully functioning and work for your schedule.
Oh, thanks, because I get frustrated with sheets.
That's what I'm here for. Okay, so remember the link to the student template is going to be underneath this video in the description. Okay, so to get to this template student planner app, all you're going to do is go to the URL cfisd studentplanner.glideapp.io. And then like the video showed, we're going to go ahead and copy this app. And since I already have it open on my computer, it's just going to go in and add it to all of the apps I already have.
I feel like that was all like tabs open up on your computer screen.
Very similar too. So now we have our nice, fresh, clean copy of the student planner app, and you can adjust this to make it anything you want. The first thing to notice, this view that we land on is a simulator of what you would see on your phone. Now up at the top, I can click on this caret and it defaults to be an Apple or an iPhone. You can change that to Android and see how it would look on different devices. I tend to just leave it in the default because they look very similar anyway. Okay, and on this screen, we've got the tabs on the left. And let's say for right now, I don't want to use the to-do list. All I can do is come in and then click on that eyeball and it's going to hide it. But the nice thing about hiding the tabs is that if I then later decide I want to use that to-do list, I can just come in here and unhide it and it's right back. So that's one really nice feature. Like if I know I don't want to do the to-do list for now, just hide it. If you want it there, it's still there. And then in screen, this is just the layout of the different icons you see, which also works along with this general information on the right. Because there's a lot of different layouts, feel free to mess with this. If you get it so confused, you don't know what's going on, just go back to that template link and download a new template. Okay, good news is you can't mess with the template. All right, so that's our simulator. Right next to it on the right at the top of the center is the settings gear. And let's go ahead and change some settings because we want to make sure this stays secure. So you can change the appearance. You can choose any color you like. I'm going to go with a kind of teal color for Ryan. And then down at the bottom, you can also choose different fonts. So if you really like a modern font, go ahead and change it. This is your app. You can make it whatever you want. For the app info, you can change this icon. So you can just click the pencil and change the icon, and you can also give it a name other than My Student Planner. Change that to whatever is going to make sense to you. And then the really important part, we need to update this privacy, because if you notice, it came in as public with email because that's how I set the template. But you don't want anyone else to be able to access your information. This is going to be your notes to you about your classes. So I would suggest making it private so that only I can sign in. And I would keep the allow sign in with Google account, because then you can just click sign in with Google. It'll pull your credentials. It'll make it real easy. Okay, so very important. You can change what it looks like, but make sure you update that privacy. So now that we've got that privacy set, I'm going to go ahead and publish the app, which is in the upper right. So I'm going to click on publish and then the blue publish app. And it's going to give you a link that has random words in it. So on your app, let's go ahead and change this default name, because you want it to be something that makes sense. Any ideas, Ryan?
21-22 school year planner.
It doesn't like caps. Okay. Oh, and it limited it, but oh, that looks weird. 20. I'm just going to do 21-22 planner.
There we go.
Okay. And if you notice that red notification that came up, like anything else, this has to have a unique URL. So if you tried to put in 21-22 planner, you're not going to be able to use that because I just claimed it here.
Okay. So we have to be really creative with these names.
Yes, and you may. Like
Awesome.
You could do 21-22 Ryan's planner. Yes. So now you've actually created your app, and what we're going to do is go to this first icon up at the top, which is called the data editor. And this is where all of the spreadsheet magic happens, and everything gets updated and connected. So inside the data editor, over here where it says tables, these are really the different tabs that you have at the bottom of your app. And it'll show you all the information that's in there, and you can see some of the stuff I set up. Feel free, go in there, look at it, see if you can figure out the logic. The good news is you don't have to. That's if you want to. And then down at the bottom on the left where it says sources, this will take you to the spreadsheet that's associated with the file. And I'm just going to click the arrow to open this up in a new tab.
It's not as scary looking as I thought it was going to be.
See, it's not bad.
No.
And then once that loads, you can see that these tabs mirror the same tabs that we have in the app. The only one you really need to mess with is the schedule, because you'll want to update this to match your actual schedule, and your teachers aren't going to be Miss A, Mr. B, Mrs. C. So here you can change the subject, just type whatever it is. Your teacher name, just type it in. The Schoology page link, this you can get once your new classes are set up in Schoology. And you would just open up Schoology and then copy and paste the URL at the top of the class. And those links will work if you're already logged in through my.cfisd.net. It'll automatically open straight from the app into Schoology.
So it's not going to force me to log in every single time that I click it.
Correct. Correct.
Yes.
It's just once per day.
Awesome.
Yes. And then part of the fun part are these images. These are just images that I pulled over from a Google Doc. So it's very simple. I just decided that English was going to be a book and then kept track of the icons. If you haven't done this before, all I'm going to do is go to Insert and Special Characters. And let's say I want to do a book, but I want it to be a different type of book. Or maybe I like this stack of books. All I'm going to do is search for the keyword and then click on the picture. And now that it's in this file, I can just highlight, and then I'm going to do Control-C to copy, go over to the spreadsheet, And in that cell, I'm going to do Control V to paste. So you can replace those images very easily with whatever images you want to use for your courses.
Now, does it matter that those stack of books is off to the left as opposed to in the center like everyone else?
It does not matter. That's a preference of me as a human. I want it nice and centered. But as far as pulling it into Glide, it doesn't make a difference at all. So I'm going to come back to my planner, and then let me go into, okay. So if I go into the app simulator, you can see that it's still that original book. All I'm going to do is click this refresh next to the data editor, and it'll refresh that data and pull the image through.
Oh, I like those books.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
So if you choose not to click the refresh for the data editor, it'll take 5-ish minutes to pull through. But when you're editing and you want to see it right away, that's how you can force it to refresh and pull the new information.
I like it because I'm not patient.
Yes. So the good news is, in the spreadsheet, really the only 5 tabs that you're going to update are these first 5 on that schedule spreadsheet. Everything else can be updated from the app type interface. Nice.
Yes, because then I don't have to worry about what sheet am I on in the document, and did I mess something up? And yeah, you know me, I'm just going to click around until I break something. I don't want to break it.
Well, and if you're worried about breaking it, you can also come in and you can look at these tabs and then figure out how everything's communicating. That's one way you can learn more, is as you add information, peek in the spreadsheet and see where it's going and what's happening.
I like that idea. Maybe I'll try that over summer.
Yes. Okay, so you can see this interface within Glide works very similarly to the demo I showed you earlier. You can still come in and add assignments. That'll work from any device where you have this. So that could be your cell phone, that could be a tablet, that could be a personal computer. Your district Chromebook works very well with this. Pretty much anywhere you can install an app, you can have this information, and it's all going to update no matter what device you look on.
I like that because not everyone has an Apple.
Not everyone wants an Apple.
True.
I like my Android.
I like my Apple. And guess what? It's teal.
Well, and if you want to see what it looks like, it's very similar. That's where I was saying earlier, the app works very well no matter the device. So here it is on an Android, but you can see the layout is the same. It's really just the information around it that simulates the style of phone.
Nifty.
Yes, yes. Do you want to see what this looks like on a student Chromebook?
Of course, because that's what, we're using the most, right?
Absolutely. So again, since I'm working on a laptop right now, I have one more video to show you what this looks like on a CFISD student Chromebook, and how you can interact with it.
Once you make your own copy of the student planner and publish it, there's 2 different ways that you can easily interact with this on your student Chromebook. The first one is if you click the star to bookmark this tab. And I'm just going to put it in on the bookmarks bar and click done. So what that does is it gives me a bookmark that when I'm anywhere in Chrome, if I click on this bookmark, it'll take me to my student planner. The other option is right next to the star. So if you click on the image that shows the arrow for downloading, you can install this on your Chromebook. So I'm going to click on install. And what that does is it'll open it up just like any other app on your Chromebook. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in with Google, and I have this set to private. So I'm the only one that can see the information that's in here. So now that I've installed my planner, I can either come into Chrome, click on my planner and interact with it this way. And I'll go ahead and let that load so you can see it. Okay, and I've already logged in, so I've got all that information. The other option is to come down to the apps launcher, since I've installed this on my Chromebook, and since it's the most recent app I've used, I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And you can see that it'll open up just like any other app on your Chromebook. When this opens, the view is going to take up all the space it can. So what I'm going to do to make this a little bit smaller is just click on the side and drag it in, and you can make this any size you want and it'll automatically resize to fit. But you can see even in this view, I still have all my tabs at the bottom. Everything is still going to work the exact same way. And anything you add or edit on the app view automatically updates online. So you can put this on your Chromebook, on your phone, look at it through Google Chrome at any point in time, and you'll see the exact same information.
So in theory, I could, at the beginning of every day, open my Chromebook, launch it from the apps launcher, resize it, and put it over to the side. And then I can have that open and running all day, even when I'm doing other things for class.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things I like is that you can keep it with a split screen, or you can just have it pop up on top, and you get a new assignment in class, you automatically add it right away, and you can constantly keep it updated, but it's not in the way. It's one of those things that'll be real easy to keep track of. And like anything else, once you develop that habit, it'll be easy to keep up.
I like that.
Isn't that
my
fun?
organization heart happy.
Well, you know, it makes me happy.
Well, yes.
I mean, it's organization and a spreadsheet. Like, I'm very happy.
Yes, yes.
So there's how you can easily make your own planner with Glide. Feel free to get in there, mess with it. And like I said, if it gets so messed up, you don't know what's happening, just go back, download a fresh copy, and have fun with it. Play with other things, see what you can do. You really can't break it.
I've tried.
Yes.